Woo! I said that the stream was going to go live at 1:35. I spelled it wrong, but whatever. I'm so gassed. I don't even know what time it is. It doesn't really matter. Arsenal 2, Newcastle 0, baby 0. We did it. We went to St. James Park and sauteed them. This, Dow, this is what I was talking about when I talked about freaking. Okay, so sorry, I'm all over the place right now. I'm already all over the place, bro. All right, so this is what I'm talking about when I say when I talk about individual players doing their jobs. This is what's so frustrating about this club at the same time is that you have players like Martin Odegaard, you have players like Xhaka, you have players like Martinelli that have the capability to turn in these performances, and for some reason they just don't do it in big games. Today was a big game, yes, but so was West Ham, so was Southampton, so was Liverpool. You can go off and
everyone this season, TJ. Everyone since August 15th has been a big game.
Absolutely. And then today they showed up. Martin Odegaard, 3 goals in 2 games. Now that the pressure is off. I can't believe it.
That's what I want to debate you about.
We will debate it.
I want to debate about the pressure.
We're gonna debate it. We're gonna pressure it right after the intro. Let's go, people. Welcome, everybody. Yes. I'm gassed. I don't care. I'm shameless today. Okay, we're bringing her in from the back. The beautiful, the talented Golazzo, a.k.a. Fran.
Yeah, Fran.
That intro slaps. Like,
no, the intro is better than the one he did before. Like, it's unbelievable.
So good.
It's so good. It's unbelievable. Yeah. All right. So, Fran, we'll start with you. How you doing? How do you feel about that game? We showed up and we did them. How do you feel?
I can't believe we won. I really like even when we were 1-0 up. Recent weeks, it's been like, I've just been thinking like that's not gonna happen. And give me 1 sec. I think I just need to turn off an echo.
No worries.
So go on.
No. Let's take the opportunity and welcome the talented, the stud himself, Connor.
Oh man, I'm buzzing. I can't lie. I'm buzzing. Big up to Dow predicting that win. Not the exact score, but he predicted the win. I was going to that game thinking we're going to get slaughtered. I was getting flashbacks to the Tottenham game, and I was thinking, oh Christ! Yeah. The first 10 minutes, they were onto us, and that wasn't a handball. I don't care what anyone tells me. I don't care if it's deluded.
No, in my opinion, right off his side.
Yes, hit off his side. All the Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Spurs, they'll all say it's a handball. I'm sorry, that hit off his thigh and deflected. It's not a handball. First 10 minutes, that St James's crowd, that St James's Park crowd was electric. It was crazy, but we shut them up, and that was a fantastic team performance today. I want to give out some shout outs. Ramsdale, oh my God.
My man of the match.
This is why this man should be England #1. He's not. He doesn't do it for the cameras. He is a quality goalkeeper when he wants to be. He makes crucial saves, and he's fantastic. Jakub Kiwior, it's his second game in, and he was solid today. He was absolutely solid. Clearing the ball when he needed to. He was composed on the ball. He wasn't panicking. He was very good next to Gabriel. We've got a serious good backup defender here, possibly. I know it's only the second game, but he's really proven himself here, especially towards the end of the Premier League season. He's been very good. Who else? It's
Ben White.
Ben White was good. Xhaka, he was, although he did have a bit of a back and forth with a couple of players. He was absolutely fantastic today, really leading it. Odegaard, like TJ just said, that's 3 goals in 2 games for him now. Like he is on it. Unfortunately, can't do it when we need him to do it. But that goal was fantastic from him. I think it was through Cher's legs as well. It went between his legs. Saka really trying today. Martinelli really trying today. His celebration for the goal was fantastic. Jesus, unfortunately, he was getting a bit frustrated. I think he did want a goal today, but we shut that Newcastle team up, man. They were fuming. They were absolutely fuming. And that was the team I wanted to be against Southampton and West Ham, man. But either way, massive win. Honestly, I need to go back and watch your watch along because I need to see Steve's reactions because I wasn't able to.
Bro, no, it was peak. It was peak.
Yeah.
Fran, what were you gonna say, Fran?
I loved that, like, scrapping about and like showing a bit of guts and like, because that's normally what they do to us, and instead we came and like irritated them. And as you say, it's just, to me, it just all falls a bit flat because it's kind of like it doesn't mean anything. Do you know what I mean? Like towards the title race, because as far as I see it, City are really unlikely to drop points. So it's just, for me, it's a little bit too much, too late, too little, too late. But still, like on its own, a great statement, especially after what happened last year. Really, really good performance. It's just irritating because it's like a few games too late. But on its own, fantastic. Yeah. Oh, hey.
Fran is the most popular person on the internet right now. I don't care what anybody says. The love that you are getting in the Tony Claude stream.
That could be good or bad, Fran. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be good or bad, actually.
Some of it's a bit.
I know some of it can be a bit questionable. I'm sure.
Also, there was one thing that did annoy me today, and that was Zinchenko. And I don't like to single players out, but my God, if this doesn't say that Tierney should start against Brighton next Sunday, I do not know what else does. Because by God, he was on that pitch for half an hour and he was fantastic. He was unbelievable. So good. He's got to be starting. Let's
put the question out there, Connor. I mean, 60th minute, it's squeaky bum time. He takes Zinchenko off because he knows. Yeah. Because he's learning. That 60th minute, Zinchenko goes, woo! Yeah. And he starts, doing shit that he shouldn't do. He's mispositioned himself, starts playing bad passes. He's not a 90-minute player, is he? He's just not. He loses his concentration. We saw it against Liverpool, distinctly against Liverpool. So maybe Arteta's turned a page and says, I'll get him in there. We'll get our goals. We'll do our little inverted thing. We'll do what we have to do. But at the 65th minute, we have to defend. Boom, I got to pull him. Yeah. That needs to be his MO for the rest of the season.
100%.
And maybe even start Tierney when, I know Brighton's coming up, and I don't know exactly who we got in after Brighton. I know Wolves are our last game.
Forest.
Forest, okay. Yeah. Well, there we go. And Forest, Wolves, we are not out of the title race.
Don't do that to me.
You heard it first. I'm not going there, Dow. I'm not going there.
I'm not going there.
I'm not doing it.
I'm not going there. And I'm to tell you why. It takes one draw from City to change things up.
I know.
Just one draw.
Ooh. Oh, but I keep watching them, hoping that
someone's going to get
you know what? It could have happened the other day against
Leeds. 2 points up. Sorry, Connor. We're still 2 points up. Win. Us win. They could not win their game in hand. If they draw their game in hand, we win. Yeah, it's that simple, guys. If they draw their game in hand, we win.
I'm not allowing myself.
That's me. Sorry, Fran, but that's us winning every game, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Guys. One game at a time. That's all I'm going to say. One game at a time. We do this, and then we take it to Brighton next weekend. I'm ready for that. I'm ready for it. And I have to say, let me just, because I started off the show on fire, so I might as well have been speaking a different language because I just wasn't making sense. Let me just go through my man of the match real quick. Aaron Ramsdale.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Aaron Ramsdale. Okay. So that game could have been 6 in the wrong direction if it wasn't for Aaron Ramsdale. I said it on the stream, and I'm going to say it. In a couple of weeks, you will see me on the stream wearing an Aaron Ramsdale top. I'm buying one immediately after this.
I can make one.
Get me an.
Show me options.
Have it. I will. You send me the link, and I will buy it straight away. I am gassed about Aaron Ramsdale, guys. What an incredible game. Ben White, incredible performance. Martin Odegaard, incredible performance. We're going to do some player ratings, I think. This is one of those shows where we can do player ratings and not feel bad about it.
And also, I just want to quickly say,
go ahead.
Today we showed how Newcastle can have failures. Yes, they've been fantastic this season. Their defense has been fantastic. I'm not taking that away from them. But this is where we show, because we've been bantered a lot recently, and we deserve it for the way we've been bottling it. But this is why we've been so good this season. Performances like this today. And it is a shame that we couldn't do it against the likes of West Ham and Southampton, who are lower on the table, by the way. However, I've got to give kudos to Arteta. Everything was right today. Even that Zinchenko sub. Like I was like, wait, Zinchenko off in the 60th minute. What am I seeing here? Tierney's coming on for half an hour. And I'm sorry, he was fantastic. And everything just went right. And, I was really a bit iffy. When it was 1-0, we were missing a lot of shots. Pope was making some good saves, to be fair, but he wasn't fully on it. And I was thinking, they might get back here. But we just controlled it. Our defense was fantastic. It was so good. And I really thought that from set pieces, we'd be screwed today. But we were prepared. We were.
Yep, we were 100% prepared. Hey, Mikel Spicy, you're not listening to me. You're not listening to a word I say, and I know that this is P. Haywood. So smash a like while you're here and behave yourself. Jamino, smash the like. Subscribe, everyone on this panel. Yes, absolutely subscribe to everybody here.
We know the game's in Newcastle. I mean, it's called St. James Park.
I said that.
Seats and black and white lettering and colors.
This kid needs to behave himself. I think it's the same guy. I think it's the same guy that was saying I was an American, an American loser that just is getting on the YouTube gravy train with all 161 of my subscribers. Okay. Let's do some player ratings and let's get the chat involved.
Okay. But I'm probably gonna have to shoot off because my boyfriend's wait. I know. I said I could just come on for 10 minutes. So
Okay.
Say hello.
Shout yourself
and
out.
also big up the amazing work that you're doing, TJ. Your work ethic is just it's next level, and you're such a good host. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and say hello to prove to everyone I haven't died in the last week. I've been working really hard. I've been gardening and doing reception work and all of that. But so yeah, my boyfriend needs my laptop because we're gonna watch the Miami Grand Prix. So
okay, all right. Well, big up Fran, big up your boyfriend, and yeah, we'll see. Everybody subscribe to Fran and go to gorlazzo.com. I just got my Bukayo Saka shirt and it is incredible. Incredible.
I'll make that.
So thank you very much.
One. I'll make that Ramsdale one for you. I'm sorry I couldn't stay longer as well, but I did want to.
No worries.
All right.
I appreciate you popping on. We'll see you later.
See you later.
See you later. Bye. Chicken tenders, everybody. Okay. Man, and Matt Southern Gooner, I think is going to come on a little bit later too. So yeah. Go ahead, Connor.
I want to send you something in private chat. This could be a thing you can do for player ratings. Try click it and see. I've tried to edit it. It's got the players in the bottom. You can choose where you put them. Is that coming up for you?
And let me. Where did you send it to me?
On the private chat.
Oh, in the private chat. Sorry. I'm looking at WhatsApp and crap. Hold on.
I found it the other day, and I completely got sent it to you. Actually, so that's on the group chat. It's my bad.
Oh, that's legit.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think all of them are there. Yeah, and obviously there's some there that are not meant to be there, but you just don't worry about putting them in. So maybe we can do that.
Yeah, let's share it. Let's do it. Thank you, sir. Let me get it over here. Let me get it set up.
I found it the other day. And
see, this is Connor. Connor's my media guy. Connor's my media guy, and he's only my media guy. No, I'm just kidding. Everybody hit up Connor on Instagram, and he will do all of the amazing work that you see right now. And if you go back and watch that intro, I mean, come on. That intro is better than the first one. I don't know if you caught that, Connor. That it's so much better. Thank you again. All right,
it's just,
hold on.
I got YouTube copyrights every single bit.
I'm having issues with my internet.
Yeah, everything, don't they? I mean, everything.
Yeah. I made sure I didn't even put in clips of Arsenal.
All right.
Just in
yeah,
case.
let me.
But yeah. You want to TJ?
All right, let me big up everybody in the chat real quick. Can you hear me? Okay, cool. Let me big up everybody in the chat real quick. Yeah, let me big up everybody in the chat real quick. Jaminho's in the chat. Big up. Luke James, you are a regular here, my man. Thank you so much for coming by again. Acers, Liverpool will take Newcastle spot now. I think it's too early to say that, but we'll see. Where's Del Boy Stream? I don't know where Del Boy Stream is. I was looking for that earlier because I was gonna send people over there to smash a like too, but I think he's out today.
Yeah, you'll find where Del Boy is.
Yeah. Kyle Walsh is out walking the streets trying to find him. United Spurs of America, great to meet you yesterday, dude. I know I thought we were gonna lose, but we didn't, so I'm gassed. I'm over the moon.
That's what happened. Fantastic.
I'm over the moon. Like secured. Thank you, my friend. Again, thank you, Fran, for coming on. Minerals. I will let you land the minerals after we do the player rating segment, okay? You can land the minerals. I will send you the link. You are the man. Okay, let's do the player ratings, boys. And we'll do it by community. How about that? We'll do it by community.
Sweet. Yeah.
Put your player ratings in the chat, everybody. Let's play along here. Let me get this shared. Guys, I'm absolutely gassed. I don't think I've ever been this happy on YouTube. I'm loving life right now.
I had a feeling we were going to win, man. I think we were just going to take some of that.
Dude, you've been Dal. You were.
Chelsea. But still, Chelsea's a big win for us, for just the club in general, even if they are crap, you know.
Yeah, and it also got. I think that did help a lot with today's game.
You're spot on.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is dope. I've seen this before. Okay.
Yep.
Maker. Yep.
This is dope.
I think you can actually edit. You can edit the side TJ to put in numbers. Like you can edit like 10, 9, 8, all that kind of stuff. So if you take out elite, you can type in. So if you go into the elite bit, you can actually
8 through 10.
Oh yes.
Yeah. And then you just add. You can if you press the arrows and check the bottom, you can add some more. I think teachers having
Wi-Fi. So here's what I'll do. I'll do 9, 10.
MOTM,
watch everybody.
Or just MOTM is that one.
Yeah, I think teachers having some Wi-Fi.
My laptop's having trouble keeping up. Hold on. Keep the chatter going. Can you guys? Yeah, my internet's just having an issue.
You know what? Dead airspace. So no, but like Connor mentioned before too, it's like the way we kind of controlled the game after the first 10 minutes. I mean, I thought it was going to be 2-0 after those shots off the post. I was like, oh shit, it's going to be 2-0, 4-0, 5-0, 4-1, a repeat of City. However, we turned it on, like Connor said, in about the 13th minute, 14th minute, we got the goal. And from there on, I just thought it was a midfield battle. You know, they didn't really have much options trying to get through balls through our defense. Kiwior was on everything. Gabriel was cleaning up everything. They really ran out of options. And it really shows that, you know, Joelinton is good, but they're not that good. They're good against weaker opposition. Granted, Tottenham 6-1. But, you know, when you come up against a team that can control the ball, control the flow of the game, and just relentlessly attack and push, then Newcastle is just, well, what we saw today, just kind of immunized. They can't, there's nothing they can do. They were just rushing the ball up the pitch the whole time. And would, like I was telling TJ, Connor, they were getting the ball so back in our defense that they had to push the ball back up, you know, basically to the halfway line just to create something. So, God,
also, before we go into player ratings, I've got to say one thing. Refereeing was shocking today, by the way. It was shocking.
It was
unbelievable.
One booking, or no, it was because Nketiah and Shah had that thing at the end, but pretty much one booking all game. Bruno Guimaraes should have been on 2 yellows. I'm sorry, it should have been. Yeah, that was just one of the things mentioned. That referee gets a 0 today, by the way. Just spoiler. He gets a 0.
Yeah, he lost control.
Absolutely. Okay, guys. Let's. I think my internet has calmed down. I think I'm good now. Sorry about that, boys. All right, let's start at the back with Aaron Ramsdale. He's my man of the match, boys. I hate to play spoiler alert. He's my man of the match, but what do you guys think?
Same here, in my opinion.
I give him a 9.5. He's not my man of the match, but pretty darn close.
Okay, so we'll put him in the man of the match right now, and then Dal, you can argue. You could argue him out of there if you want.
I'm not going to argue about it there. I'm not going to argue your guys' opinion, especially Jaminho's and Connor's, the guys that know. I'm not going to.
All right, and as usual, we'll go left to right. So starting at left back, we'll go Zinchenko. He was our worst player.
Yeah,
6.
5. Yeah, 5 for me.
I was saying 5.
Yeah, 5 for me. He's got nobody left back, man. He's got that's because obviously he's going to be here next season. That's got to be something Arteta's got to change over the summer. Yeah. So is it in preseason games? Or it's just got to stop now because
big up Ethan.
Ethan says 5. Everybody put your ratings in as we go through them. Zinchenko. So we're on Zinchenko, and we already went through Ramsdale. So go ahead and share them in there. Share them in the chat. Yeah, I just don't think Zinchenko is the guy. Play him in midfield and get another full left back. Hendon Gunnar in the cut. Big up Hendon Gunnar. Great fight by Arsenal. Yeah, Saka was meh today for sure.
Well, he had a 6'4" Neanderthal all over him. That should have been a red card in the 52nd.
Oh, absolutely should have been a red card though. We'll get into that. All right, let's go into the midfield here. Let's go with Jakub Kivior.
Oh.
8.
Yeah, 8 for me as well. I thought he was absolutely solid.
Yep, I do too. Where is he on here? Where is
he? Yeah, this is right. Next to Carl Hine and Samuel Lokonga in the first row.
Oh, there he is. I was like, holy God, we can't find the kid. Yeah, I'll go 8-9 on that one.
Yeah, he was solid.
Played excellent. Solid. Excellent. Yep. People are saying eights all around for Kiwior. Big up Kiwior.
I think
you know what?
He's
unreal.
He's been here the whole time, you know. And I think I think I had a go on this stream a couple streams back. I was going on about how it does annoy me how we bring in kids. He's not really a kid though. He's 22. That we bring in these young players that we don't really know about. We shouldn't be spending money on them. I think I was wrong because this kid. I'm not getting ahead of myself because I know that some Arsenal fans will and be like, "Oh, he's the best thing since sliced bread," because he's not. He's proving himself very well. But I'm not getting ahead of myself. But he's definitely proven himself that he was worth the buy. And this could be some good scouting from whoever it was. Maybe it was Edu. I don't know, but yeah.
Well, let's not give Edu any credit. Let's credit Robert Lewandowski because he came out and said that this kid was good. And I didn't believe the quote because who takes a quote from Lewandowski, right? Another player. But he is quoted as saying the keyword that this guy is like pretty damn good in the Polish national team. As you know, he's a little bit younger, obviously, than Lewandowski, probably by about 8 years. But he was impressive today. And I don't know about you guys, but when I saw the lineup, I'm like, thank God it's not Rob Holding. Thank God, Gabriel. Pray to the football gods. They fixed Gabriel, and I think Gabriel Kiwior could be our ticket going forward. I think Rob Holding absolutely needs to leave, but we'll get into that some other time.
Yep, we absolutely will.
Also, I'll quickly add, this whole you can't play a left-footed centre-back at right centre-back has just been cut off. Ridiculous. That's just been destroyed as a myth.
Ridiculous.
You can now, it's true. We've done it before. When we had Koscielny and it was someone else. We've had 2 left-footed centre-back. Maybe it was Montreal at the time. I don't know. But yeah, that's been squashed. But yeah,
anyway. Yeah, centre-back's a centre-back. Doesn't matter what foot it is.
Yep. Okay. We will move on to Gabriel.
8 or 9.
Yeah, same here. 8 or 9 for me.
Yep, I say 8 or 9 as well.
Top left.
I was gonna say, where is he?
1, 2, 3, 4 over.
I'll make sure to edit it for you, TJ, next time. So
put it in alphabetical order.
Yeah, no, this came like really, really quickly. So I was just like, where is everybody?
No, I completely forgot to send it to you the other day. Oh, it's my bad.
It's all good, bro. It's all good. You know, if I had any foresight, I would have done this before. Let's keep on moving. We will go to the right back, Ben White. He was close to my man of the match. He was my second choice.
Yeah, he was. It's an 8 for me.
Yeah, it's an 8 for me too. 8.5, honestly. He was great.
Yeah.
He was 100%. Granit Xhaka.
My man of the match.
Why is he your man of the match?
Because
right.
Right. And I'll tell you why. Because without him in there today, that midfield of Newcastle would have had a field day. The physicality of Newcastle. Oh, you need to put him up in man of the match, bro.
We'll put them both up. We'll put them both.
Yeah. You and Connor and the rest of you chat little bugs, you can have your Ramsdale. Xhaka was physical today. He was all over the pitch. He didn't take any shit. He was defending our players, and he came in and did the same crap Newcastle did to us at our house. So I don't want to hear from any magpies talking about wasting time, injuries, because they did the exact shithousery at our place. And Xhaka is the king of shithousery. And today he defended the players. He pushed down players he needed to. He stopped their attacks. He almost started a brawl. He got knocked down a couple times, wasting time, which he was told to do. It was a perfect game for him today. It really was. And he has been scoring goals in the last 7 or 8 games. He didn't get one today, but I just think that he was the epitome of the fighter today, and that's exactly what we needed.
And Jaminho, I completely forgot about that tackle in the box where, like, I said this on Tony Clo's show, 50% of the time he will get that wrong and he'll get a red and it'll be a pen. He was right on today. It was incredible play.
They would have out muscled and ran us today if he was injured or out of the game. Yeah. I mean, it would have had Jaminho a party, a little different mix up, but he was all over the pitch today.
Loved it. Loved every bit of it. Loved every bit of it. Okay, we will move on to. That's
the last time I ever give Grant and Xhaka a 10, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, he'll watch him lay an absolute stinker next. Next we will go to the captain, Martin Odegaard.
8 out of 9.
I'm giving
him a 9. He was incredible. He was incredible today.
Only he done this in most games. Hey,
he acted like an Arsenal captain today.
100%.
I will say that 100%. He acted like an Arsenal captain today. I would give Odegaard another 8.5. I don't know if I can give him a 9, but
we do have to appreciate he's got 15 goals now this season. He's been really good, hasn't he? He has been good. As much as he does disappear, he has been fantastic this season. We can't really deny that, can we? He was great today. He was fantastic.
And we can go back to even a couple of League Gunner shows from a season ago or 2 seasons before we got him. We've been asking for a central attacking mid. We've been asking for a goal-scoring midfielder for a long time.
Yeah.
Fabregas, we had, then Ozil, who just quite didn't cut the mustard, obviously, after 2 seasons. Odegaard is what we need. I want him personally to put on a little more strength and not get pushed around as much. But God dang, he was good today. I mean, and that's the thing that I was saying the other day, TJ, is that if he's on his game, you give him 3 or 4 yards of space. There's no one in the Premier League that can get the ball off him. No one.
Agreed.
No one.
Agreed.
So, yeah, he was stupendous today, and he was close to my man of the match as well.
Yeah, he was up there. I mean, there really wasn't too many people that disappointed me today. Man, and I have to put my hand up when I'm wrong about something. Jorginho, I think he gets an 8 for me today. He was great. Yeah. He was great.
I'll give him a 7. I'll give him a 7 for me personally.
Why not? Why?
I think he. Do you know why? Because he was the 3rd best out of a great midfield. I'd go Odegaard, Xhaka, then I think it's just that. The other 2 just sort of shone. Do you know what? He was good to the fact I didn't even realize he was there because he was doing a good job.
Do I need to raise my standards, Connor?
Well, Ethan's in the chat says he's man of the match, and a good point. He was quiet today, but there was times where they would whip the ball in on set piece, we'd head it, and he would get control of it and just hold on to it while everybody spread out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when they had their set pieces, I saw Jorginho getting the ball off maybe a header, controlling it, and then looking around and distributing the ball. And that's the quiet part, that you don't always see because it's a bunch of players, a bunch of chaos in front of the 18-yard box. But I would go 7.5 and 8, right? He was a bit invisible, but he at the same time he did his job today.
He was great. I'll agree with you guys. I'll go over an 8 with you guys. I'll go over an 8.
Okay, hold on. I gotta screw with this. I gotta screw with this tool. This is awesome.
It's a load of fun. You can go all the way down. You can add more. it is a way to go to like 1 if you wanted to, but we could do that for another day.
Yep, 100%. Well, we will settle with an 8 on Jorginho. And I think what you said earlier, to be honest, is we didn't really notice him. Yeah, and he got an assist too. So yeah, he gets a strong 8. He gets a strong 8.
Yeah.
Okay, Martinelli.
Fantastic again. 8 for me.
I'm just dragging him there. I'm not even hearing it. He did absolutely incredible to see. Question for you guys. On the own goal, was he was looking for Odegaard? I don't know if he did that on purpose, but he was looking for Odegaard in the box.
Yeah,
because Odegaard was cutting in.
It was.
Yeah, it was a deflection. So
yeah.
Well, I was actually quite worried in this about 60th odd minute. 60th, I was like, oh, fuck it, they're going to gas out now. I thought, Saka and Odegaard, Saka and Martinelli, so they're going to gas out now because they were running up and down that whole game, and Martinelli was really going for it this game, and I was thinking, is he going to get tired? And he didn't. He really showed it. He went for the full 90, and I think he came off for Nelson, didn't he? But no, he was great, really great, and 8 for me.
Spencer, he's not an impact player. That's where I think a lot of the not liking from this group comes from. Well, boy.
He's also a player, in my opinion, that brings the sense of experience to the team. He doesn't panic. He's just a good player. And I do think, when he arrived, I do think there was a lot of speculation about, okay, is he really there? Is he for it? At the end of the day, it was a good signing for me at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know,
it's looking better and better.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I hate to interrupt, but there's somebody in the back that we got to bring on, and there is nobody smiling wider in the United Kingdom than this guy.
What's up, lad? What's crack? I'm in Sheffield.
He's gassed.
The miracle's happening. I can sense it.
Jesus Christ.
I can feel it. I can feel it, man. I told the world it's gonna happen.
The game could have been 6-5.
Oh, mate. Only Prince, eh? Only Prince. We're all down in the dumps. Prince is always here, man. He's always
I'm
here.
crying. I'm crying.
That's
so funny.
Jokester.
I mean, you know what? For the last 2 weeks, you've had all like people just crying like babies. And now I've been trying to tell you. Trust me, this team is gonna happen for us. It's gonna happen.
I'm crying.
You got all them contacts. Ranting like babies, bro. They're a bunch of jabronis.
Oh no. Okay. Well, Prince
doubt Prince Fawad had no doubt we were gonna
guys. He had no doubt. Yeah, the prince is out of exile. That's perfectly put.
I mean, you know what? I'm in Sheffield today. I have to go to Sheffield, didn't it? So I thought I'd jump on for a bit when the boys are getting ready.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, big up, Prince, man. All right, just we're in the middle of player ratings, but did you catch the game?
Yeah.
Or were you traveling? Okay.
I watched it. Yeah, I watched it I was watching on the phone. I was watching 2 games. But
yeah. Who's in the match?
Bro, I'm gonna give it to the new. I'm gonna give it to the new defender.
Kiwior
played well, man.
Yeah, he played really well.
I
don't know if it was man of the match, but he played really well.
Yeah, I thought he was man of the match for me too. He played well.
Yeah, well, here's why I'm. And Connor said this earlier. We are actually looking at somebody that could be a very good bench player behind Gabriel and Saliba. Like I was very, very shaky on my opinion on him after the Sporting game. Like I was like, okay, well maybe he's just taking a while to get acclimated, and now over the last couple of games, it's more and more looking like that's the case. So I hope that his form continues this way because I am absolutely gassed about how he did. Absolutely gassed. But
he played very well, man. And
they
hold on. You know what? They went there. Arsenal just went there, and you can see, you know, that like we just gotta keep winning. That's all we gotta do. You know, and then anything can happen, bro. Anything.
That's true. I still think City could slip up and draw a game. They just need to draw one game.
You know, they against Leeds United, they had one out on Real Madrid, and they missed that penalty. So there is teams looking at that thinking, you know, if people go at them, we could get something out of them.
Definitely.
Well, and I think that City looks at this and goes, okay, well, this fight isn't over. That's kind of my thing.
Do you know what? Against Leeds, they were looking very lackluster. And do you know what? I don't mean to get a
Big Sam.
But I'm serious. I genuinely think that these games will get to them because they got the Champions League tomorrow. I do really think all these games are going to hit them because they can't unless Pep starts rotating, which you won't want to do. I really do think all these games are going to hit these Man City players. And the game I'm really looking out for is Brighton v Man City. That's the one I'm keeping my eyes on. I really think that could maybe be the game where things turn. Maybe. But we'll see.
That Everton game too, you got to be careful of that Everton game.
Yeah, really?
They got Everton, they got Real Madrid, Everton, Real Madrid. And that Everton game, he either plays his best 11, they get gassed out for Real Madrid, or he drops a lot of players. Because I'm telling you, they look tired. After that Leeds game, Kevin De Bruyne was puffing and huffing like, you don't do that when you're playing Real Madrid.
Yeah.
He's got a big option to make. And I know people say they get better when they play more games. Yesterday they looked a bit tired and fragile in the back. So, you know, anything can happen, you know. But we just also got to keep winning their games. That's all we got to do. Yeah. We got to keep winning, and then we got to hope for the best.
Yeah, guys, my big thing is I still think it's over. I'm not gonna lie, I still think it's over, but I am gonna have my eye on it. I'm gonna have my eye on it. I just want us. We get second. And we get into a favorable pot for the Champions League. We go out and we buy more players and we go again. Is this disappointing? Absolutely. This season has been a disappointment, just given where we were. But at the same time, we can still get gassed about victories. Okay, I thought we were going to lose this 3-1. And we came in there and did a job. I could not be prouder of this team right now.
Well,
I couldn't.
This is what I've gone back and said, TJ, is that, you know, how long have we seen a team run away with the league with a 5 or 8 point lead? It doesn't happen. It always comes down to 2-3 points. And this is no different with Liverpool and City. It came down to what? 1 or 2 points. The year before that, Liverpool and City came down to 1 or 2 points.
I'll say something to you.
We're not going to win this by 5 or 8 points, guys. You know, if we win it, it's going to be by a point or 2, or by 1 point.
Do you know? I'll tell you something now. Do you know when Liverpool and Man City were running for the title last year? Do you know what lost the league is when Man City slipped up, and then Liverpool goes and slips up. Right. And that was like in the last 4 games of the season. Because remember they drew away with Tottenham.
Yep.
They drew with Tottenham, and Man City lost the game before that against Tottenham. So Man City lost to Tottenham, and Liverpool could have gone on to win the league, and they drew with Tottenham. So they do. That was in the last 3-4 games of the season. So they will. I believe they're going to drop points, but it's just down to us to capitalize on it. That's it. We just got to keep winning, you know.
Oh, we got to keep it going, man. Yeah, I was gonna say, and Prince, I know you got to go soon, but man, sometimes your diluted optimism just makes me want to like put my head through a wall. But today, you were correct. You were correct. And I gotta say it.
You can always put your head through the wall, man. I would like to see that.
I got a thick candy shell, bro. Don't tempt me. I got a thick candy shell. I can do it.
Game by game, bro. Game by game, and let's hope we all want us to win it. But let's, like you said, Man City are looking like they ain't gonna drop points, but anything can happen in football.
Definitely.
Yes, we got Carl Rossi in the cut. We got a lot of legends in the cut. We got Luke James. We got Carl Rossi. We got Drew Bottle Job Gunners. Big up, Drew. Big up. We got Gunnar Gathering in here. And Spencer, my man. Spencer, we got to get you on the show, on the American Idiot Show sometime soon. Let's add the number of American Idiots to the American Idiot Show. That's all I'm about. Yep. Yeah. Big up, Carl. Big up, Carl. All right. So, Prince, do you have time to go through the rest of the player ratings with us?
I'll just listen to it. And if I got to go out, right. I just have to duck.
All right. No problem, man. I appreciate you coming on again.
No worries, man.
All right. So we got Martinelli. Let's go next. We will go Jesus. Gabriel Jesus.
Oh, Saka.
Well, yeah, this Saka, yeah.
Well, I was gonna save Saka for last.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, Jesus for me is 6. It's unfortunate. He did try.
I was gonna say 7. Say 7.
Yeah, no, he did try. It's just a shame he couldn't get a goal. Yeah. again, it's another situation of the one player in the attack that was the least great. Like Saka, Odegaard, and Martinelli were great. And then you have, it's just one of them situations, So, I'll go with a 7 for Jesus. But no hard.
Yeah, I'm going 7. Yeah, and I wanted to save Saka for last because I'm disappointed. I think that he put in a shift today, but there's something about his form. I think we can't afford to sit him. That's the thing. So I hope that he picks it up. But I'm giving him a 6 for today. I don't think he was great. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that's unfair. 6 is fair.
Yeah,
he wasn't the best.
He was trying to get forward. I think he dealt with Dan Burn better.
He played well, but he wasn't at his best. So 6 is fair.
I'll go for a 7 personally. I'll go for a 7.
I'll go for 6.5. I thought so too. He was a little isolated. He has back to goal a lot because of Dan Burn. When he received the ball, obviously his back was to goal. Dan Burn was all over like a Neanderthal. He was just a little ineffective today. See, I think like for me, Jesus was a little more effective. He didn't really obviously get the shots on goal that we want our striker to do, but he was just a little more effective and penetrated their box more. Saka was kind of a little bit on the sidelines, and he's been on the sidelines for
Big up, Jess.
a few games now. I want to see him beat the defender, and he hasn't been doing that.
Yeah.
He's been running at him, and then he pulls the ball back, or he loses the ball, or he just crosses it in. There's no real I want to see the flair that he had, at the beginning of the season and right after the World Cup when we went on that 6-game win streak. And so 6 to 7 today for sure. I hope he improves.
Can I ask you? Yeah, I was gonna say, can I ask you guys a question? Do you think? I don't think he's tired. I think it's a mental thing. I think that he's hit a low point, and a low point for him is a 6 or a 7. He's not necessarily producing.
He didn't look tired today. One day he didn't look tired.
No, he didn't look tired. I just think that he's not scoring.
And
he's running out of ideas.
Yeah,
he gets the ball, and you can tell that he looks kind of confused. Well, not confused, but he doesn't find the angle that he's looking for, and he just dishes the ball back up to Odegaard or Partey, right? So he's not doing the tiki-taki. He's not doing that with Jesus. He's not doing that with Odegaard. Remember, Odegaard get the ball, and he'd play that little reverse pass, Saka there, goal. We're not seeing that anymore. So I just think that he's, we're going to need him to improve for the run-in because he looked good today, but pretty ineffective.
Yeah.
Also, this is our first clean sheet since the 12th of March, by the way.
Wow.
So nearly 2 months. So big up to Ramsdale for that. Another reason why he's man of the match, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm buying his shirt. I don't care. It's happening. I'm doing it right after this.
Panel, I was going to say to you, I'm going to go out with a bang, all right? I'm going to go out with a bang.
Here we go.
You ready for this? I'm going to give Nketiah a marking. I'm going to give him 10.
Just because you like him.
To be fair, because he had a good shoving battle with Fabian Schär.
That's why.
I was gonna give him a 6 because of the attitude he showed. He showed some grit, baby.
And I don't get.
I got to bounce it out, but love you all, man. I'll speak to you soon. We'll catch up soon, boys. Have a good evening, man. I got to go back and they're calling me.
Much love, Prince. Thanks again.
Yes, boys.
All right. That was another thing quickly I just want to say. In my opinion, when that Fabian Schär thing and the Nketiah incident happened, Schär pushed him first. Yeah. And then if that happens to you, you retaliate. You don't have that. You want to go back. Why did Nketiah get booked for that? He retaliated. Surely the instigator gets booked.
Well, he got booked too.
He got booked. Why Nketiah needs to get booked, in my opinion.
It's a thing, and I always like I was a hockey player, so and the top rule is the retaliator always gets the penalty, always gets 2 minutes. So I wasn't shocked to see him get booked for that. I really wasn't. I was disappointed by it, but yeah. What were you gonna say, Dal?
I was just gonna say I think it's BS on Scher's part. He's the 32-year-old defender pushing a 20-year-old kid. It's stupid. The ref lost control of the game. There should have been way more yellow cards on Newcastle side, of course. And this Fabian Schär thing, he was just pissed because Gabriel Martinelli kicked it into his foot.
Yeah, Carl, I was not an enforcer, dude. I was a scorer. Come on, dude. Look at me. We're gonna do the subs. But Carl, let's be honest. Do I look like somebody who can win a fight? Let's be honest.
Carl is your backup.
Carl, if you're there, then I'll get into a scrap. No problem. All right, yeah, let's move to the subs, baby. Let's move to the subs. We will start with,
KT.
I'm just gonna go. No, I want to do KT last.
Okay.
I love KT. Let's do Reese Nelson.
5.
5. Didn't really have a time to do much. Didn't do much. Eddie and Kedia. I'm going 6, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with 5 personally.
I was gonna go. No one lives here today.
Oh, fair enough.
We'll go 5 then. We'll do the average.
We'll
I thought he showed a little bit of grit. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
He didn't show shit, man.
Oh.
Come on.
yeah.
Fabian Schär, big deal.
Hey. All right. Fair enough. We'll do Leandro Trossard.
5.
5.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about him quickly because
Yeah, go ahead.
I mentioned this on the group chat earlier. Right, I do like him. I do think he makes an impact because in that Fulham game he was fantastic. Wasn't it like 3 assists or something like that?
Yeah.
He got the assists right. However, he hasn't had a goal since. Oh God, I can't even remember. It was
February.
he hasn't had a goal since then, right? Is it because we haven't given him enough game time, or is it because I know people do want him to start, but is it because we haven't been giving him enough minutes, like starts, or is it because maybe?
I think there's part of it, Connor, that he doesn't have enough minutes for sure. And I
Yeah.
think there's a certain element where Arteta doesn't really know where to play him because he is a central attacking mid striker, left winger. And so it's kind of like, do I take Jesus out and put Trossard in? Do I take Odegaard and put Trossard in? Which he hasn't done.
Yeah.
He hasn't made that sub yet, I believe. He's mostly subbed Jesus and Martinelli. But I absolutely agree, Connor. He needs more time. And I was surprised that Martinelli was, we're giving Martinelli an 8 or 9 for the fight. But again, his head was down. Besides that goal, I saw Martinelli kind of just running around. And that the work was there. But I think Trossard is just a little more, I don't want to say elegant on the ball, but takes his time on the ball more and visualizes more. And, Martinelli gets his head down and he goes just boom. And at times that's great. Like it worked out today with the second goal, but we've seen it happen against West Ham and Southampton where he just went with his head down and lose the ball. A defender just kicks it.
Yeah.
With Trossard, he has his head up. He's moving the ball around. He's doing some pirouettes and stuff. And I think that game needed it today, but, we still won 2-0. So what do I know? But I absolutely agree that it's a lack of time.
Yeah.
He just needs more playing time. I think that he probably feels a little bit, hey, I come in here in January, I make a big impact in January and February, and then he's sitting the bench.
I agree.
I hope that doesn't affect his attitude too much, but you can kind of see it. I think when he came on today, he looked like he was kind of like, okay, finally, to me.
I do see that. Whenever he comes off the bench, he does seem a bit like, oh, yeah, I'm finally getting some minutes. And I guess that can be annoying for a player because at Brighton he was starting every game. He's got to be prepared that we do have great options now. Right. However, I would like to see him being worked around with in the summer because obviously I pretty much assured he'll still be with us for next season. Arteta's got a busy summer ahead of him for sure. And I'm looking forward to that keep low sell stream, man. That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be very interesting,
dude. That's gonna be probably one of our biggest streams. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be an incredible stream. I'm really looking forward to it.
I think it'll be very fun.
I'm really looking forward to the stuff that we have coming up over the summer. People are gassed about that FIFA tournament that we were talking about.
Are they?
People are gassed about that. Yeah, we got several entries. So after I bomb out in the first round, I'm just going to do the play-by-play.
West Ham scores. Man United are in the mud.
Man!
Oh, Hammers.
The Hammers.
Mate,
the Hammers.
Never underestimate David Moyes.
My Liverpool mates, right? I told them the other day. I said, "Listen, you're going to catch up to Man United. Man United are going to miss out on top 4. I'm telling you. I generally think top 4 will still be." Obviously, I'm not going to say the top 2. That's a conversation for another day, whatever it comes. But I do think 3rd and 4th will be Newcastle and Liverpool. I don't think Man United will do it, honestly.
No.
With Martinez and Varane out for pretty much the rest of the season, I don't think they're going to do it, man. And great goal from Ben Rama as well was a defensive mistake. I've got it on the side.
Yep, absolutely. So yeah, keep us posted on that game because I would love to see United fall out of the top 4. I'm not going to lie. Jaminho says if I get a PS5 soon, I'll definitely be in that FIFA tournament. Yeah, we will be doing the FIFA tournament on PS5. So you should be doing cross. They should be able to do cross-platform, but me and Connor tried to do that last weekend and it didn't work.
Shambles.
So yeah, Connor, if you're up for it after the stream, I will download and I will take you on. And probably get killed, but that'll be all right. Okay, so man, there was something else that I wanted to bring up too. Is FIFA not cross-platform? It is technically, but me and Connor couldn't make it work.
It's weird. It's cross-platform on PS5 and Xbox Series X, but you can't cross-platform PS5 and PS4. Don't you find that weird?
That's weird.
You can only cross-platform the gens. So yeah, weird, but it's what it is. So Partey the next. Yeah,
Partey is next. Yeah, I
went
off the rails there.
I thought his substitution for Odegaard was a very, very good move.
I'm weird. I want to get in our Arteta rating at the end. So let's do what do we think about Partey?
Yeah. For me, Partey, I want to throw a question also to you two. For me, Partey 5 in my opinion.
I say 5 too.
And a quick question, and question to the chat as well, because I think it's an interesting one. Because a lot of us expected Partey to start today. I wanted Jorginho to start personally because I thought he was good against Chelsea, and he's been good again today. Is Jorginho a player to start for the rest of the season? And is he now going to be Partey's competition? You know, what are we thinking about that? Because is Partey benched because he was bad against Liverpool, Southampton, and West Ham, or is it just? What do you think about it, guys? And people.
I'll let Dal take it first.
I don't think he's fully recovered from his injury. That's what I think. And I think even that through the recovery, he played him in the West Ham and Southampton games, and we saw what happened. I don't think he was fully recovered for those games. And I think Jorginho just adds a little more stability to the back line. Partey does like to push up and launch a ball into the 18th stand. And Jorginho did it once and hit Emi Martinez in the back of the head and scored a goal. So I think that you have two very similar players, but obviously Partey's a lot more mobile, a little more commanding, but he does have the errant pass in him. I go back to West Ham, Southampton. Those are the two of the games he was absolutely shit in, of the whole season, those two games. And we saw him giving the ball away constantly in those two games. Just simple little 6, 7, 8 yard passes, to our player, but you got to put some power in it. And that was part of what my critique was of these other games, is that it's like we were passing the ball and just expecting the other player to do something with it, right? While this game, we're making direct passes. The players were interested. They were receiving the ball. They were ready to go. Unlike previous games, the Partey was just touching the ball, and the opposing teams were just running between their passes, intercepting everything. So I think that Partey provides a little more aggressiveness, but Jorginho provides a little more calmness. And I've been calling for a 4-2-3-1 for a while with Partey and Jorginho in front of the back four. Just because then you have, to me, the best of both worlds. But then you leave Granit Xhaka out. And, Xhaka's definitely been performing better than Jorginho. And he's been performing better as of late, better than Partey. So,
can you believe the league's over at the end of the month, guys? Can you believe that?
I don't even want to think about it.
But realistically, I felt this season has gone really quick. I just maybe for me, I thought this season was not like that. I'm dedicated. I'm going to get myself to a Champions League group stage match next season. Hopefully, we don't get smashed in that. I want to really feel an atmosphere of a Champions League game because I haven't actually been to one. Been to a Europa League one, never, sadly, but I've never been to a Champions League one, so that's definitely one I want to look forward to. But yeah, this season's gone really quick for me, man. Really quick. And I can't believe it's over in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I was thinking about the fact that the first Fulham match with Gabriel getting the header to win, I was doing a wedding last year, and I was like, man, that seems like a long time ago, but it really isn't. Like it was like it's crazy. It's crazy how quick it goes. But honestly, Connor, at the same time, we're gonna be back on it. Like it's a month and a half, and then the season starts again.
Literally,
pretty much.
Literally. And transfers will keep everyone hyped up and busy.
Absolutely.
Good shot. There.
Hey, we got 10 inside. Smash the likes while you're here, everybody. We got legends in the chat. We are absolutely going to smash it up on FIFA. So share your gamer tags if you want, or PlayStation names or whatever the hell they call it over there. Let's get to the man of the hour, in my opinion. KT, Kieran Tierney. Actually, no, wait. I didn't give my thoughts on Partey. Sorry. Yeah, just real quick. He's injured. And if he's injured, he can't play. So they're bringing him on to jog him out and to get him some game time. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something in his contract saying that if he's not injured, he has to play every game. So he was match fit, but he wasn't match fit to play at the full 90. I agree with Dal. Dal brought that up. I was fuming when I saw Jorginho in there first, because I was really expecting, I thought it was a Mikel saying, okay, Partey, reset after your 2 stinkers against Southampton and West Ham. Like, I really thought that was the problem, but didn't end up being that way. I think he's hurt, and I think that Jorginho is fit enough to step in for him. So I'm not upset by it. Obviously, I would have been upset if we lost, but Arteta played it correctly.
Fault. Yeah, that would have been Jorginho's fault.
Yeah, 100%. All right, so let's move on. My Scottish left back. I love this man. As much as one can love this man without being gay, I love this man. Kieran Tierney.
Great. I'm gonna give him an 8 personally.
I'm giving him an 8.
I mean, 8.5.
Yeah. And here's why, and then we can go down. There is a certain individual. There's a certain individual in a team, in every team, where he just shows up, he doesn't talk, he does the work, and then he goes home. That is Kieran Tierney.
Yeah.
He does the work. He gives 100% of the team to the team. He would die on the pitch. It doesn't matter if he's out there for 90 minutes, 60 minutes, 5 minutes. He will do it, and he does it every single time. I get emotional talking about Kieran Tierney sometimes, because you know what? He's a serial winner. And I bet you dollars to donuts, he does not complain one bit about not seeing as much time as he should be seeing on the field. He goes out there, he does a job, and he is Arsenal through and through. He embodies Arsenal for me. He really does. So yeah, I'm going 8.5 for Kieran Tierney today. This man is incredible. Dal, what do you think?
8.5. Yeah, for me too. And I thought, again, I go back to, I think hope Arteta's seeing things the way we've been seeing them for a while. Zinchenko is not a 90-minute player. He can't defend, and you need a defender that can defend. The inverted stuff is great when it works, but we've seen it not work, and then what's happened? So the substitution in the 60th minute for KT was absolutely spot on. He probably could have even done it at halftime. And I'm not saying that Zinchenko needs to be out of the squad. I don't really rate him that much, and he has contributed quite a bit, and his passing was pretty good today. But every time Newcastle was getting down that right side, their right side, Zinni was, he was probable of giving up something. But with Kieran Tierney there, you just felt that there was a little more security, and to be honest, they stopped attacking on the right side as much. You saw a lot less of Kieran Trippier as long as Tierney was up there, and they started moving the ball more on their left side towards Ben White. So yeah, an 8.5. I hope he doesn't go. He may not go. Rumors are rumors, guys. He may look at Newcastle and say, nah, after today. He goes, no, I'm going to stay and fight for my place here at Arsenal. Newcastle have been the team that's after him, and they need him. But we need him too. And I just think that maybe Arteta is giving him a different eye now. So
if I was KT,
and you need 2 good players at every position anyway. So you get rid of KT, who are we going to, you leave a big void of who you're going to get in, and of course we don't trust Edu to do the right thing.
Yeah. If I was KT, I'd be looking at it and thinking, right, I can still get a starting 11 place here, because if I was KT, I'd look at it and be like this. Zinchenko's not going to be in my position for very long. I think I'll be looking at it thinking, yeah, he's not. So I hope he does. I hope he sees it in this way. KT will be starting, I think, for Arsenal next season. Because if Arteta I think Arteta would be really thick to think that he can start next season with Zinchenko at left back. I think we will be selling a midfielder, and I do think it will be Xhaka, and I do think he'll be putting Zinchenko into that midfielder role where Xhaka is. Left-footed, left side.
Wait, where did you put Declan Rice then? I think to me Declan Rice is the Xhaka. I mean,
he could be
a Xhaka player.
Yeah, Declan Rice could, but then again we could do something like that could be Partey's position, wherever he wants to go with Partey. There's a lot of decisions to be made in the summer. But then again, we can look at it down and think we could have Declan Rice as well, and it just bolsters the team. We need a good bench, don't we? So this could help these situations, I
want Neves in over Rice, but it's not going to happen. I mean,
I've just seen apparently, which I think is crazy. Apparently, Wolves are willing to do a swap deal with Barcelona. Ansu Fati going one way and Neves going the other. Isn't that crazy? I thought Ansu Fati was the next coming of whoever. I thought he was
going to Wolves.
Big up Strasbourg Steve. Fresh off of his appearance on the football terrace. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. Man, tough day for you, but tomorrow's another day, my friend. Tomorrow's another day. Steve in the mud.
Ibuprofen, you'll be all right.
Listen, you cannot write off Newcastle, man. They're a team to be. I was worried that game, and don't get me wrong. Them first 10 minutes, right? Them fans were electric. They were on it. Completely on it.
The first 10 minutes.
Yeah, literally.
Twice. I mean, damn.
Yeah, they were crazy. And the man, Eddie Howe, is fantastic. He's a visionary, in my opinion. The fact that he's taken that team from a relegation battle to Champions League football in a season, it says it all, really. They've got a bright future. I think it's only the start for Newcastle, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
We'll just wait and see. I think they'll make some crucial summer signings, in my opinion. But I've seen that Neymar is apparently on the list, maybe.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
I would be totally surprised if Neymar went to Newcastle.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if he was on the list. He's not coming. He's not coming. He's not coming.
Imagine Neymar in Newcastle on a Saturday night. Imagine that.
It makes no sense, bro. He's not going to Newcastle. He doesn't even know where the hell Newcastle is.
We'll never know. We'll see.
We'll see.
Neymar is a punk, but he's not like a. I don't think he's a paycheck mercenary, right?
I don't think so either.
God, and there'd be no reason for him to go to Newcastle. I just don't see that happening.
It's too cold for him. It's too cold for him up there. I hear that Newcastle is pretty cold, right?
I mean, Bruno Guimaraes is one thing. He came from Lyon, right, and from the lower levels of the Brazilian league, and he was phenomenal at Lyon. Yeah. Again, French league, third-rate league, but whatever. But. Just the name on the Newcastle, I don't know. I just can't picture those Geordies. Just come on, Neymar. 33 years old. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I think he's 32, maybe 31, 33, somewhere in there. But from Barcelona, PSG to Newcastle.
Yeah.
I would see more going to like an Inter Milan or AC Milan or something.
Do you know what? I could possibly even see them doing a swap deal with Saint-Maximin. Mr. I think I'm going to get a Ballon d'Or. Jesus. I've never seen a more disappointing player. Just because you've got 5-star skills on FIFA doesn't mean you deserve a Ballon d'Or, mate. I'm sorry. Now he's a player that annoys me. He bangs on about, I think I deserve a Ballon d'Or. Do you?
Bang average.
But
I was nervous when he got on the pitch today. I must have.
Sorry. He's one player that gets on my nerves. Saint-Maximin. He's a flip merchant.
Yeah, he is. We got. All right, real quick. I'm gonna get your questions in. We're starting to get a lot of questions in. Carl Rossi says, "Really loving the stream, TJ. Well done the panel." Hey, Carl, getting that compliment from you means the world, man. I really, really appreciate it. While you're in here, let's do a like check. Smash the likes up. I don't know how many likes we have because my computer can't really handle it right now.
17 likes, 18 likes.
18 likes. Let's get that up to 20 right now. Let's get that up to 20. I want minimum 25 on this stream. Let's do it. Make it happen. Okay. So, let's talk about it. Mikel Arteta.
Ooh.
He's not on here, but what do we rate him?
8. Not even 9. 9 for me.
I'm going 9.
These are the types of things that I'm thinking he knows what he's doing. And I just listen. At the end of the day, not all people want him, and that's completely fair enough. I can understand why. He's been pretty poor apart from this season. But you've got to give it to him. Tactically today, he was on it, and he does have games like this. There's a majority of games where he has been well. And I'm honestly, boys, I'm thinking about it, and I'm looking. And people may get on me now because at a point, I was emotional, especially when we drew to Liverpool, West Ham, South. I think this guy ain't it, man. But you know what? If we can do this again next season, compete in the top two, whoever it is, I want the Champions League either way. If we can do exactly what we've done again this season, but win it next season, then he's the man for me. But if next season we drop off to top 5 again and we're fighting for top 4, he's got to go. But I'll give him another season because of this season has been good. We've had our ups and downs, but just hopefully, I want to see him do this consistently now. I want to see if he can do it again. This isn't just a one-hit wonder. I know we haven't won anything, and we probably won't, but we'll see. We'll see end of the season. We'll talk end of the season. But that's how I'm feeling right now about it all. You're on mute, TJ.
Sorry, there's a lot of emotion in the chat right now. Carl says 7. Drew says fuck off.
That's my rating. Fair play.
Brendan says 6. You guys you gotta rate him on the game he had today. He had a good game.
He had a good game.
He managed the shit out of that game today, in my opinion. I really do think he did. The one thing I would maybe say is that he left Zinion a little bit longer. I would have taken Zinchenko off at halftime to be honest.
He nearly conceded another goal. He nearly because he missed a. He wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't watching Jacob Murphy, and I'm thinking, bro, you've just done this from the previous game. You didn't watch Madueke.
Yeah,
it's mad. It's mad. He's a great player going forward. I love Zinchenko. Cries a bit too much, in my opinion, in terms of football, but he's what I want in a midfielder in terms of creativity, and he needs to be in midfield.
I agree. Arteta. Ethan says Arteta gets a 9. Go on. What were you gonna say? Sorry.
I said Arteta, bro. I'm looking at the camera, bro. Just play him in midfield. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. What is so deep?
Sell him this summer. Just sell him. He's never gonna play midfield.
Mikel, I know you're watching my channel. I'm doing a take to the camera. I know you're watching my channel right now, Mikel. I'm gonna get real close to the mic.
Get real close.
Start Kieran Tierney and sell Zinchenko, please. Please do it.
Don't sell him. No, don't sell him. Don't sell him.
Okay, don't sell him, but put him in the midfield, please.
He's like Trent. He's a carbon copy of Trent. Trent needs to be in midfield, in my opinion, for Liverpool, and that's what Zinchenko is. And Tierney's a left back. He is a proven left back, So, and he is the player at the club with the most titles to his name. So that says all you need to know in it. So
no, that's
we'll see for Brighton. But I have a funny feeling that Zinchenko will be at left back for Brighton. But we'll wait and see.
Yeah. No, I agree.
You guys were giving it 8, 9s, right? Or 9s?
I gave him a 9.
Yeah, I'm saying 8, 8.5. Some of it because right, he got it right today. But why didn't he get it right the other day? And I know I got to grade him on game by game. I realize that.
I know.
But for me, it's a culmination of mistakes that have led to where we are and falling down a bit. It's easy to make the subs. We know what the subs need to be, And so when he pulls a hat out of the bag, we're all supposed to be surprised a bit, right? I'm still going to give him an 8 because he did get it right and he got the subs right at the right time. I still don't know why he brought Eddie and Kenny on. Jesus, I know he pretty much was dead, but the game was pretty much dead by that time anyway.
R.I.P. Smith Rowe, man. R.I.p.
Yeah.
He's done. Disappeared.
And his choices with Vieira, not playing Smith Rowe, putting Reece Nelson in there again in another circumstance where he's supposed to produce something. Bournemouth was a one-off, let's be real. It's just some of his decisions have cost us points, and it's hard for me to really look past that, TJ, even though, like I said, game by game, he gets it right and we praise him, and he gets it wrong, we also go down on him.
Lamb-based him.
Pause. Thank you. But the same thing is he's kind of in the middle. If there's somebody better that comes along for next season, like an Ancelotti or Zidane, which I know is not going to happen, then I would want him out. But I got to go with what Connor says. With what we're building right now, it's looking pretty damn good. When we're on it, right? But it's still up to him to bring the motivation, and the man-on-man management, I think, still needs to be worked on, i.e. Smith Rowe. There's still points we can nitpick to and say, yeah, that's the reason why we lost that game, or that's the reason why we lost points. But today he got it right.
I agree. All right, guys. We're going to get to the questions. We're going to start with your question here, Jamino, but I want to ask one thing, because Troops does this on his channel, and I have always wanted to do it. And I'm a copycat, so why not? Rate the refs.
0. He was shit.
He lost control of that game from minute 1.
I
think it was shocking.
I've never liked Chris Kavanagh. I think that was shocking. Bruno should have got a red. He should have got 2 yellows. I'm sorry. He had enough chances there. And, that was just poor. Completely poor. And notice the fact how he gave that penalty straight away. Didn't even think about it.
Right.
Straight away, he gave that penalty instant away. And he checked it and he thought, I messed up here. See, like, this is the problem, man. And you can see from it, you can see that's hit his thigh. So why couldn't he see that? And he's right in front of it, But he was poor, man. He was bad. I'd have rather had whatever the fourth official. I can't remember his name. That was in the fourth official today.
Mike Dean.
Is it Mike Dean?
No, I don't know. Mike Dean hates.
It was another ball. I can't remember.
Mike Dean hates Arsenal.
I can't remember his name. But yeah, no.
I would give him 1 because he didn't give us a penalty when Xhaka gave that tackle on Willock. I thought that was going to be a pen.
That was a clean tackle.
It was clean, but the referee shit, and you don't know what he sees. Right? So he comes right in the back of the player. He could have blown his whistle, like Connor said, for that first pen that was obviously off his knee. Right? He could have blown the whistle, said pen, and then we lost the plot. So I'm going to give him a 1 for that.
Just because Joe Willock, by the way, he really tried today for them. For some reason, all of a sudden in the season, he's got 5-star skills. He was doing stuff all over the place, but he's really becoming a decent player. Actually, I respect Joe Willock. He was really trying today, just he couldn't really get anything with it.
Right. Well, I remember with the ball. Remember, he'd be a number 10, Connor, and he'd have the ball with the wings and going down the pitch, running the ball with his head down and not knowing what to do.
Yeah.
The ball, countless times, and that's probably why we got rid of him. He just was not that good enough. But he has definitely improved.
He is involved on that
now. I don't think he's Arsenal quality still, but I mean, there's something there for sure. Hope maybe in the next couple of years he'll be on the national team.
Yeah, definitely.
Be able to do some things.
Yep, 100%. Okay, well, I'm giving the ref a 0. He lost control of that game really, really quickly. I mean, from about minute 15 to the final whistle, things were kicking off the entire time. There was a lot of mouthiness. There were no cards until the very end. I thought it was very poorly officiated, but it is what it is. All right, get your questions in. We are going to answer the questions one by one. I got this from Tim, but I already answered it. It's American football. It's easily American football. Do you agree, Del?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's weird. We like watching people smash into each other over here.
What about the NBA? Is that not?
It's probably second. It's NFL football and then baseball.
Yep.
American football, you hold the ball. Weirdos. Bunch of weirdos. You pick up the ball. NFL is the one where they wear the massive shoulder pads, isn't it? They wear the Isn't that just rugby, but just more,
more like set plays. Like, I don't want to get into it, but you get the ball, you have set plays where the runner runs this way, this guy runs and turns, this guy runs this way and turns, so you have people to pass to. While rugby is just like, you give it to the guy and tackle.
It's definitely
like set plays that you do to get the first downs and eventually a touchdown, which is a goal, essentially.
I'd have to watch an American football game, actually.
Yeah, don't choose the Broncos. We're terrible. Yeah, question for the panel. Arteta loves his inverted fullback and all that shite. Why is it only Zinchenko he does this with? Why not White? Why not sign a right back in the summer instead of a left back? There was a couple of questions there. Connor, you want to take this one on?
Yeah, well, great question, Jamino, by the way. Yeah. I think the reason he's playing this inverted stuff is because Zinchenko wants to be a midfielder. It's very clear and evident because he wants to play midfield. But I think the reason that he's done this is to please Zinchenko in a way that he can play the way he wants to play. Because realistically, he wasn't ever going to drop. Arteta was never going to drop Xhaka, was he? Like, it's his boy in it at the end of the day. So I think this was just a way of him evaluating the situation and thinking, how am I going to fit Zinchenko in a way that he's happy? And it's by playing inverted. And if we do sell a midfielder in the summer and then he does end up putting Zinchenko in midfield, I think that will solve our inverted problem. Because I'm sorry, if you're looking at it now and you really do think you can go into next season playing the same way, you're a fool, in my opinion. White, I think it's just a case of trying to please Zinchenko, in my opinion. And on the right back thing, we need to sign a right back anyway. I personally sell Tomiyasu. I think he's just injury prone at this point. Nice guy and all that, but not Arsenal quality, in my opinion, especially going into the Champions League. And Cedric, I swear to God, if we keep that guy next season, I swear to God.
Nah, you get him out.
He's
Get
got
him
to
out
go.
now.
They're definitely bringing a new right back. I think we've been linked with Baku from Wolfsburg a couple of times. He's a right wing back, so he plays in the inverted role if he wants to. Definitely bringing a right back as well. There's a lot of positions that I'd like to bring. I'd like to bring in, preferably by keeping Tierney. I don't want another left back. I want a right back. Centre back. It's an interesting one. I don't think that's not a priority in my opinion. I want another winger in my opinion. Someone to compete with Saka, a right winger. I think someone needs to really start, going back and forth because he will get knackered. I think Saka's really proven that. I know he's a professional footballer and it's his job, but come on, he's playing a lot of games in the season. I really think having someone to back him up on the right, because obviously Nelson's going to be leaving because his contract's expiring. I get a right winger, and I need a DM or a centre mid. DM and a cam, in my opinion. So I go for a right back, right winger, a cam, and a CDM because Fabio Vieira in it. He needs to go on loan. TJ hates him as well, so I know that's why he's there.
I would go with absolutely all that.
And also, quickly, I want proven winners at the club. No experiments. This fella from the Russian league, he scored like 5 goals this season against some plumbers, but he's sick. None of that shit. I want proven players in this window. If you want to be competing with Man City, we've got to be like Man City and bring in quality. None of this bollocks.
Absolutely.
So, proven players this summer, man. Proven players. None of this, let's test them out rubbish, man. 35 mil Fabio Vieira, 35 mil. We could have got someone else for that. Anyway, digest. Go on down here.
Zinchenko, I just think that with this question that Arteta just is more familiar with him, He's obviously with his time at the City, and he has a specific job for Zinchenko to do. And so that's why I just think he favors him. I don't think he personally dislikes KT, but I think he gets different results with Zinchenko, and Zinchenko is going to be a yes man to Arteta through and through. Ben White's played advanced though. I mean, come on, Jimmy, you've seen him move up. Ben White's got 2 or 3 goals this season. He's not as inverted, but he pushes up the pitch. So I think Zinchenko and White both have played not as equal, but White's pushed up the pitch a bit. I want nudes from Carl Rossi.
Yeah, you didn't see that last comment. Yeah.
Oh, right. Shit. I was going to say.
Yeah, that took a turn. My answer is, well, he only does it with Zinchenko because he knows he can play in the midfield. That's the only reason why he does it. So why not White? White is a great overlapping right back. You've seen it in a couple of games this season that he can, if he drops in, he can bury a couple of goals. So that's why he doesn't do it with White. White, you've never really seen White like throwing balls in and getting assists. So that's why he doesn't do that with White. Why not?
He does overlap though. He doesn't pay.
Yeah, he overlaps great. He overlaps great, but he doesn't really. You haven't really seen him like throw crosses in, but he overlaps and he gets in scoring positions. So he's an option for anybody who might be crossing the ball in from the left side of the pitch. That's at least what I've seen. At least what my dumb American brain has seen. So
I'm telling you, he's got to get in that right back slot for the next Euros for England. I do think
I agree.
Because don't get me wrong, Trippier's fantastic. Trippier's still a guy. I'm not just saying because he probably had a bad game today. Trippier's crap. He's not. He's great. But Ben White's not getting that. But you know what? With Southgate, and I'm not even praying for that. Southgate's going to keep putting Maguire at centre back and all that kind of rubbish. So that's a conversation.
Carl's on to you now. Carl's
also, Spencer, big up. I really want Cancelo. Oh my God, what I do for Cancelo. And also, Arteta's worked with him, I believe. So I think was he there that season? I think he was. Yeah, I think he was. So I'd love Cancelo.
Jamino,
would Pep sell to us after this season?
Probably not. Jamino, put White inverted because White can't. I don't view White as a passer or somebody who can operate as a midfielder. That's why.
God no, he can't even play centre back.
Yeah, so that's why. Like, why would you play him inverted if he can't produce in the midfield?
Hell no.
Zinchenko has at least we've seen Zinchenko have little flashes of brilliance playing in that inverted role. As much as we hate it because it's a defensive liability, you can actually see like little glimpses. Especially, I always go back to that goal against Everton when he played it through to Saka very, very well. He does have the ability to create scoring chances that way. I heard a report that Arsenal are flirting with ESR and the Xhaka 8 rolls. I don't know about that.
I heard that too.
I've heard it, but I don't know. I
just don't think ESR has a future here. Unfortunately, he's too injury prone. And he had was season before last. He was on fire. I think he scored 7 or 8 goals. But it's just never really worked out for him, unfortunately. But I have heard that too. I think I saw that on probably Football London, unfortunately. But until that happens, Spencer, Xhaka has that spot locked down, and the only real player I can see taking that spot from him is Declan Rice. But I don't even know if Declan Rice is coming for him or Party, or probably both because he can play both roles.
Yeah.
But I think Declan Rice is pretty much done, in my opinion. I mean, we need someone for Xhaka and Party because they're, I think, 29, 30 years old. Or they're both 30, 31, somewhere in there. They're going to start showing their age. And again, I don't know if Emerald Smith Rowe can take the hits that Xhaka takes, Box-to-box midfielder. I don't know if that's ESR's game. To me, he's more of a number 10.
Yeah, and with Fabio Vieira in there, he normally does, if he does go for the secondary position, that's normally the guy who does go in for Odegaard. It's a shame, man. I like Smith Rowe. I think it's such a shame, man. I think he's a good talent, and I do think he might be going to Aston Villa.
And it's gonna be rough to watch him go to Aston Villa and absolutely smash it.
They do need a cam because Coutinho is crap. He is awful. Yep. They need a thing. Because I don't think that Unai Emery wants to play with a 4. Well, I say that he played with a 4-4-2 at Arsenal, didn't he? So maybe that is his position, but I don't think a Smith Rowe he'd start at Aston Villa, in my opinion. Coutinho is crap. He needs to be replaced, and I think Smith Rowe could do the job for them. Unfortunately. Yep.
No, I 100% agree with you. Carl Rossi says Xhaka needs replacing for sure. Yeah, 100%. We need to backfill him, and I think we need to backfill him quickly. Yeah. What other questions did we get? Jamino asks. Now we'll finally see the answer. Can Neymar do it on a cold rainy night in Stoke? We will never get the answer to that question.
Bring Messi here as well, man. I saw the other day that now apparently he's now linked to a 400K a week contract with Al Hilal, and I'm thinking,
that all that guy sees is the peas. Good for him.
Here's some recent news too, Connor, and TJ. I don't know if you guys in the chat have heard this. David Beckham's Inter Milan is prepared to match that.
Inter Miami, really?
Is prepared to match it. And
Inter Miami, right?
Inter Miami.
Yeah. Okay.
They're going to probably have to leverage their club to the very last cent. But I don't think it's going to be $400 million. I know they are directly challenging the Saudi Arabian club to get him in Inter Miami next season.
There were Sporting KC made a move for Ronaldo too. Sporting KC made a move to Ronaldo. They said it was like close.
Right. It's right. There's been talk of Ronaldo going to Inter Miami as well. Obviously, the weather. I think he has a house there as well, I believe. And of course, the David Beckham United connection. Now, if Messi was to come to the MLS, that would be absolutely incredible, fantastic. But he's nowhere near going to get $400 million.
There's some decent players on that team.
An obscene amount of money.
I completely forgot that Kieran Gibbs played for Inter. I don't think he played. I think he's retired now, but I forgot he played for Inter Miami. I think Ryan Shawcross was playing for them at one point, which I found very weird. They just signed Josef Martinez from Atlanta. Sorry. TJ told me the other day, I was like, because I look at the Mercedes-Benz set, I think it's beautiful. And then he told me that they don't even fill up most of it. They like keep a part of it. Do you say TJ? A part of it?
Yeah, they curtain off the upper tier for Atlanta United games because they can't sell enough tickets for the upper tier.
Mad! It's such a beautiful stadium as well.
It is.
Right, but Atlanta's is deep south. That's definitely American football country.
Yeah.
Look at a map of the United States, Florida and Georgia, Florida, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, Texas. Those are all NFL states.
Yeah,
Florida and Texas have two of the highest recruiting states in the NFL football in the country. Yeah. So it's not surprised. But see, Connor, if you come to the Timbers now, where I'm at in the West Coast, we sell out every game.
The Portland Timbers,
The Seattle Sounders sell out their NFL stadium every single match for the Sounders.
Wow. We just added another 10,000 seats in the Portland Timbers, and we've won the MLS title twice.
Your fans are nuts.
Who's the MLS Man City? Who's like the team?
New York City FC.
New York
City.
They're the same. They're the same.
Light blue. They have the same sort of logo. Frank Lampard played for them.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's where he didn't retire there. I think after Man City. Yeah, I remember.
I mean,
and then Gerrard played for LA Galaxy, didn't he?
Bale played for LAFC. Henry played for New York Red Bulls.
Carlos Veya's at LAFC, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Scoring goals.
Ex-Arsenal. Yeah.
He's one of the best strikers in the MLS by far.
Wow. That's one thing that I find really, really disappointing about supporting Sporting Kansas City is we really don't bring in any pensioners. You know, we really don't bring anybody on big money.
Yeah, there's markets like this, TJ. There's just markets for it, right? Like Kansas City probably doesn't have a huge market. That's
why I say that I think Aubameyang's going to go to LAFC next season. I think they're going to get loaned.
He should, in my opinion, if he really wants to get goals. It's the big leagues aren't for him anymore. I don't think. I think he's past it because Aubameyang was known for his pace. That's what he was known for when we first got him, and I don't think he's got that.
Well, I just hope that he does play for LAFC. So when they inevitably come to Kansas City, I can get him to sign one of my shirts.
Come to Portland. I saw Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I've seen Zlatan Ibrahimovic when he played for LA Galaxy. Who else have I seen? I've seen Jonathan David. I've seen Alphonso Davies when they played for the Whitecaps.
Timothy Weah play in the MLS for a bit.
Timothy Weah, I haven't seen him play.
Yeah, it's a shame about him. He hasn't really been on the scene recently. Doesn't he play for Lille now? I think he plays for Lille.
Yeah.
He
was a PSG for a while, then they traded to Lille.
Who's the best player you've ever seen play live?
Wow.
That's probably an easier question for Connor because you live over in the UK. But
listen, well, believe it or not, I've only been to about 5 Arsenal games all my life, and that's not because I'm a plastic or anything like that. It's generally because
you fake plastic fan.
Yeah, I'm fake. Sorry, guys. No, it's mainly to the fact is Arsenal tickets are ridiculous, and you can barely get them unless you pay a ridiculous fee of around 300 quid a ticket. So I only ever get. So my uncle has a season ticket. He's there every season, same seat. So when his friends can't go, who are in the row in front of him, I take their seats. So the last game I went, I've seen them live. So I saw Tottenham 4-2. I saw Newcastle 1-0. I saw Newcastle 1-0 when Mesut Ozil scored, I believe.
Was the 4-2 when Torreira scored?
Yeah, and it was right in front of me as well. I was 15, and there was a guy next to me, really big fella, and I was still quite small because I'm only 5'8". I'm small. I'm only 5'8", right? But so by now I'm probably about 5'4", and so he literally lifted me up when Torreira scored. That was scenes. That game was fantastic.
That game was fantastic.
Aubameyang was on fire that day. That was probably a player I've seen live, and I thought, wow, he was fantastic. And every goal that came down and celebrated our end, so that was great. I saw Man City 2-1 in the FA Cup in Wembley. When I was about 14, I think maybe. No, maybe I was about 14. And I've seen a couple of Europa League games, but live, Do you know what? Because Alexis Sanchez was playing that day against Man City, and he was.
Oh, right.
It's between Aubameyang and Alexis Sanchez for me personally. But if we're talking all time watching, in general, I've always do you know what? Messi's the GOAT in my opinion, but I just always loved watching. I say that actually. I went to Brentford Man United this season when they got slapped 4-0. I was right in front of Ronaldo. I was literally facing Ronaldo. I'm thinking, wow, I'm actually watching Ronaldo. Yeah. Just unfortunately, he couldn't get a goal. But of all time, I'm a Messi GOAT person, but I always used to love watching Ronaldo play at Real Madrid when I was young. I used to love watching him at Real Madrid. Nowhere else, not Juventus, not United. But
different player. But
it was always Ronaldo. A bit of a crap answer because one of the best players in the world at the time. But I just loved watching Ronaldo in the Champions League for Real Madrid. But yeah, that was mine.
Best one I've ever seen live, I guess, would even though they didn't win, would have to be Zlatan Ibrahimovic. The Galaxy, I think, lost that game 2-0, and he didn't score. But I mean, live, gosh, I'm trying to think of some European clubs that have played the Timbers in exhibitions. Like Sunderland came one year.
Really?
Actually, yeah, Sunderland.
2-0 West Ham.
Oh my God!
I saw Roberto Mancini. I saw Mancini's son play when I think they were under 21s. Inter Milan came to Portland for an exhibition, and I think Mancini's son, who's a very good defender now for Inter, or does he play for Roma? I think he plays for Roma. Mancini. Yeah, he plays for Roma. But I think at the time he was under 21s at Inter. And again, he was phenomenal, but it was against the Timbers. So the best player I've ever seen live in person, I guess would have to be my number 10 from the Timbers, Sebastian Blanco.
Pre-season must be big for you guys over in America. Big teams coming over.
It's massive.
The MLS mustn't be as exciting because it's not the big. You don't get many big players. Well, in it. And obviously, when you've got the clubs from Europe and all the coming over, it must be quite a big thing for you.
Yeah. So Connor, when that first started, actually David Beckham had a huge hand in that when he came over to America. So all credit to him. But the second problem too with that, Connor, is sometimes the teams, they say, "Oh, United's coming," but there won't be a Ronaldo. There won't be the top 4 or 5 players, and it'll be just subs that you've never heard of because it's an exhibition. So that was kind of what was happening at the beginning. But I think there's been a change in that because the American fans have been pissed off paying $300, $200 a ticket to see Messi. Messi plays for 5 minutes. Right.
Yeah, literally,
so there's been a lot of change in that. But I think over time, you're going to see more and more European, more English teams and probably Italian and Spanish teams playing games over there. In fact, the head of UEFA Champions League has thought about bringing some Champions League games over to America.
That was exactly what I was about to say. They are thinking about bringing Champions League games to the East Coast.
You mean the final?
Primarily, that'd be the East Coast. That'd be like New York, Philadelphia, Miami, Orlando. They're not.
I would love to. I would fly out to see a semi. I would fly out to see a semi.
Is this actual? It's got to be for finals though, right? It's got to be the hosts for the finals, right?
They didn't say.
They can't be putting teams in different venues for that.
Right, it's probably semifinals, quarterfinals type stuff.
Yeah, I'd say
they only do that on the East Coast because it's only a 5-hour plane trip to England.
Yeah.
Instead of like where I'm at, it's another 3 hours. So when they have exhibitions on the West Coast, like LA, San Francisco, Seattle, they never come to Portland. Portland's a small market. It's always just like 1 or 2 teams. It's never a 6-team like DC where TJ's going. I think there'll be 3 or 4 European teams in that competition. Milan, maybe somebody, maybe Marseille or somebody might fly across. But it's rough because none of those teams really come to the West Coast because it's another 3-hour plane trip, right?
Yeah.
So it's an 8-hour plane trip compared to a 5-hour plane trip.
Yeah. Let me interrupt real quick just to shout out some people in the chats. Make sure you're smashing the likes up. I still want 25 likes. I'm not leaving until we get 25 likes. I'm not leaving. I'm like Leo in Wolf of Wall Street. I'm not fucking leaving until we get 25. Anfield Uncle Rods is here. Big up Anfield Uncle Rods. Like and subscribe to Anfield Uncle Rods if you haven't already. Real one. He's an absolute real one. We have tons of legends in the chat. Appreciate it. Everybody's watching United and watching us at the same time. And we always appreciate it. We got 8 inside right now. And honestly, I'm cool with that. I'm kicking back. I'm having a drink on a Sunday afternoon. It's beautiful. It's beautiful right now.
Well, because we won 2-0, baby.
Because we won 2-0, baby. And I am, you know what? The more I think about it, the more I'm like, you know what? I should have thought we were going to win the entire time, baby. Yeah, Carl Ross says, keep the stream going. Yeah, I'm not leaving until we get 25.
I guess you can now announce who's on Friday's stream because it did get announced.
Yeah, it got announced. I was going to get to that, but I also wanted to tell you guys and embarrass myself about the best player I've ever seen live.
Yeah, who's that?
Yeah.
So I haven't been to many football matches live. I've been to a few Sporting KC games. But you guys are going to laugh. So over the summer, I went and saw a friendly between the United States and Uruguay.
Suarez.
It was over the summer. So I saw Lucas Torreira warm up. So that was cool. Edison Cavani was in that side. Sebastian Cotes was in that side. Diego Rossi was in that side. Darwin Nunez was in that side for Uruguay. It was a 0-0 draw. Yep, you're 100%. I was in the supporter section singing my ass off for that. Sean Johnson actually turned in an absolute masterclass at goalkeeper, if you guys remember. If you guys watched that game. So the only person in here that watched that game is Spencer, let's be honest. So yeah, I would say, man, just based off of, like, if you're talking about name, Pulisic played in that game. Tyler Adams played in that game. Darwin Nunez played in that game. That's it. Like, literally, that's about it. Those are the best players I've ever seen live. So that's why I'm very, very excited to go to Washington, D.C. and watch Arsenal live. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and confirm the announcement. So on League Gunners Watch Along, which I missed, so I got to go back and watch it. He announced that he will be on the 10th episode as our special guest of the American Idiot podcast. So episode 10 featuring the man, the myth, the legend, Lee Gunner on TJ Warren TV. I cannot believe that's happening, Dal. If you had told me 3 months ago that I would have a YouTube channel and Lee Gunner would be on it, I would say, fuck off.
Well, you know the right people, don't you?
Yeah, I know. I know you. That's who I know. I know you.
I know. Fortunately, I've had Lee's. Yeah. Fortunately, I've known Lee now for almost 4 years. I have his private number. Just ask him to hop on the show. That I know his mom and his girlfriend are with him right now for the next month. But it sounds like Friday's a go, and we still have to firm up a time. It'll probably be 7 or 8 UK time.
Yep.
So because you all know he's a night owl. He goes out partying, and I don't want to do something.
He's also he's an hour ahead of us, isn't he? Because he's down in Spain. So
yeah,
an hour ahead.
Yeah. So in Spain, so if it was like 8 p.m. UK time, it'd be 9 p.m. UK.
Okay. So yeah, well, good to know, Connor. We'll have that.
We'll probably do an earlier.
We'll have it hopefully by Thursday morning sometime is what I'm thinking. Oh. So yeah, everyone. I'm one of the lucky few to have his private number, and wrote him a nice message saying, I didn't want to intrude on his family time because that's real important to him. And he's seen the show. He's liked the shows before. He knows what we're about. He likes TJ. He kind of likes me a little bit. So, I've really got to know him, over the last 3.5 years. I was one of the first people to subscribe to his show as an actual money-giving subscriber, and I donate quite a bit. And he and I have talked quite a bit off camera, and he's more than down and willing to help, us out, and it'll help viewership for us, and of course for him, and so far. And like you said, TJ, we'll have more of a laugh. I don't think it's going to be an in-depth. What is your thought on football type shit, right?
It's not going to be that serious, I don't think. No, it really isn't.
Bust his balls a bit and, laugh at each other, have a pint of beer. Right. I don't want to get all technical, but if he takes it a direction that we go, we go, right? And I do want to give him a lot of props if he's listening, he was really there. I get personal. I'm not going to cry, but he was really there for me during the times of COVID. Him and I talked, like I say, a lot off camera. I know a lot about him. He knows a lot about me personally. I do consider him a friend, and he's just, he's really kind of the core person that's gotten all of us together in a way, if you really think about it. Because if he didn't break from AFTV, there wouldn't be the alternative voice that he provides. A lot of alternative voices are out there, but he's been by far the most consistent.
Yes.
And he's also been the first to say, yeah, I'll eat mud on Arteta. I'll eat mud all day because we haven't had a title in 19 years. I'll eat a little bit of mud to get a title for sure. So with that said, yeah, episode 10 Friday, guys. We'll nail down the time. And Devious Mate, do I consider Jaminho a friend? Absolutely, Jaminho.
Come on, Jaminho. You're a legend in this community, bro. Like, I see you everywhere. What are you talking about? Everywhere.
For sure. Unrivaled support from Jaminho, Carl Rossi, Drew. Spencer, I know you're kind of a newer guy, but your thoughts are highly valuable to us, and we appreciate your support as well. Any of the new folks. So yeah, Friday episode 10. Everyone tune in, share the stream, and we're just gonna bust Lee Gunner's balls for a bit, have a laugh, and have fun.
There are many times, like I said, like I would not be a YouTube streamer if it wasn't for Lee Gunner. I wouldn't be, and I'm not trying to get too emotional either. But the guy, I don't agree with everything that he says, and he wouldn't agree with everything that I say. That's just the difference in human interaction. But if there is one person that you can look at and say, you know what, that guy, he says what he means and he means what he says.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to respect that. So having him on a channel that I started is a huge honor. So and just knowing that he knows who I am is also hilarious.
Sure.
So that's pretty cool. So yeah, absolutely floored, absolutely humbled. It's gonna be great. Yes. And Carl Rossi says, "Woo! The American idiots and the numpty YouTuber." Yep, the numpty YouTuber is coming to the American Idiot Show. Let's go through the comments real quick. Football friends. Yeah. That's my Friday sorted, says Carl Rossi. That a boy. Smoking stream sorted for Friday. Yep. And share the stream around too. We're gonna get Connor said he was gonna send us the thumbnail. Connor, we gotta make something stupid for that thumbnail. We gotta make it outrageous.
Stream? Yeah. I can't miss on.
Lee Gunner doing his thing.
Tomorrow's obviously a bank holiday here in the UK, so I've got all the day.
Yeah, no. Literally just him doing the Trossard.
Oh yeah. I'll find something. And,
yeah.
Listen, boys, I don't know if you're ending it here, but I do have to shoot off.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna end it. I think we're gonna end it right now. I don't know if we got to 25 likes, but if we didn't,
ended on Carl's comment there. We're all bros here.
Fuck you. We are all bros here. Yeah. So to sum up,
close enough.
22 likes. Close enough. It's fine. We'll get there. We'll get there in the recording. If you're watching this on playback, smash the record.
25 likes. That now means TJ isn't returning for 25 days. So that's your fault.
Yeah. It's your fault.
The league on streams are no longer happening because you guys were.
Yeah, because you guys didn't get it done. You guys didn't fry the fish, guys. You guys didn't fry the fish.
Not been fried.
The fish is going to give you the fish is going to give you food poisoning now, guys.
I actually had fish on Wednesday. We're a salmon. So good.
Yeah. No, Danny says nice of Lee to do a stream with you. TJ shows he's a good guy. Yeah. No, he's a good guy whether or not he does a stream with us.
He helps out anyone.
He helps everybody out. And I don't think everybody really realizes how much he helps smaller YouTubers.
Right. And that's the other part too. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know. It's not like it's like secret stuff or anything, but there's a lot of conversations in the back rooms of people trying to get others on their show and promote and share.
He got me in his chat a couple before when he done fan cams after the games, like for people to join in from chat. Like he'd get me in, and I don't think he actually knows yet. I might need to tell him if I do come on Friday, if that's all right, guys. Every time I do comment, he'll see it and he'll be like, "Subscribe to Connor's channel." Like, I don't actually post on there anymore because before when I used to talk to him, I did post. But obviously, I don't anymore. But he's still like, yeah, he does stuff. Like I see it, like just as a background person, I see that he does help out people. He's not just one guy looking to do it all by himself. He's helping a community of people, and I think people who see clips of him. And do see clips of him maybe saying something they don't agree with. They don't actually look into it. They just see a clip of him and think that's who he is. That's not the case. You know, you could see a clip of me raging or whatever, and you think that's me. You got to look into it more, you know. And that's not me completely like, you know, bending down knees for him. It's not. It's just it's the truth. Yeah, you know. I was going to just say, Man United are getting dominated. By the way, they're finished. They're getting absolutely dominated by West Ham.
It's the last time I put money on them. Last time.
Did you bet on them? Oh, don't. Yeah, don't.
I'm never doing that again.
I'm telling
Thanks,
you,
Man United.
I
Thank you.
do think it'll be massive for Liverpool if they get top 4 after this season, but I generally do think it's going to be Newcastle and Liverpool to get top 4 this season.
All right, guys. I'm putting my after I get off the stream, which is going to be in 2 minutes. I am going to be setting up FIFA on PS5. Yeah. If you guys want to add me, my name is Royal Avalanche. I put it in the chat.
Oh, okay.
I put it in the chat. And then maybe Oregon, if you want to go head to head after I get all the updates, we can do it. We'll go on your channel. How about
that? Possibly. I've got some stuff to do at the house today.
You have a personal life? How dare you?
I do. I have a wife, a couple kids. Yeah.
Oh, that's ridiculous, bro.
I was going to put my flag up.
That's ridiculous. Oh yeah, you said you were going to redo your whole thing. So yeah, never mind. Just add me whenever you want, man. Big up everybody.
I'm ready whenever, TJ. I'm ready.
I'll message you. Yeah, I'll message you. We'll stream. If we stream, we'll stream on Twitch, guys. So follow me on Twitch if you haven't. I'm pretty sure that's the only place I can stream right now. I'll get it figured out. If it pops up on YouTube, watch and come and smash the like. Guys,
have you got an Elgato? Have you got an Elgato, TJ?
No, I'm looking into buying one.
Yeah, definitely get one because then you can stream on YouTube and all that stuff.
All right, yeah, I'll get that going. All right, guys. Again, yeah, big up Lee Gunner again for coming on here on Friday. That's going to be an epic show. Big up Fran for coming on. Big up Dal. Dal, shout yourself out, my man. Let's do it one more time. Yep, here we go. Here we go.
What's up, everybody? You know where to find me. Oregon Gooner, Rat Army, YouTube, Oregon Goon, IG, Infamous Dal. You can find me on Twitter, which I'm not there too much anymore since the NFT market is taking a dump. But Oregon Goon HD, I don't put much Arsenal stuff on there. But I'm looking forward to the FIFA stuff. I just added you, TJ, on my PS5. Oregon Goon on PS5. Anybody want to put your name in there? I'll play a little bit. I don't play much online, like I've said before. But if we're gonna have a contest, I won't mind smashing TJ 8-0.
No, you watch. I'll start streaming on Twitch, and it's like the first time I'm gonna play Connor. I bet you I get smashed like 7 or 8-0 against Connor. It's gonna be brutal.
Well, it depends on the internet connection.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, crap! Because it's different. It's different things, isn't it? I will be all right.
It's gonna be a little laggy. I'm just letting you know. Dude, if you take a shot outside the 18-yard box, expect the lag of the ball to go like halfway into the goal. That just totally makes me mad. Bud Light, the beer of champions.
Yeah, Bud Light. I like Bud Light. It's water for me at this point. It's just TJ Warren TV on Twitch, guys. It's just look it up, TJ Warren TV. I put it in the chat.
Real quick though, there's 2 starred comments. One from Carl for me. 3 dream signings I want. Realistically, Ruben Neves, Moussa Diaby, and Ronald Araujo from Barcelona to shore up our defense. Those 3, Neves, Diaby, Araujo.
I'm going to get one of these, Drew. I'm going to get one of these. Drew Gunner. I love the VR stuff. Connor, shout yourself out.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me on. Great win. Unfortunately, might not lead to much, but we'll wait and see. Big win, though. I really did think we'd get slapped today, and we completely turned that today. So, on to Brighton. Just see what we can do. All we can do is win, guys. That's all we can do. Win these next 3 games, and if we do that, I'll be content because at least we showed a bit of fight in winning them. But yeah, you can find me on Instagram, cmo.editing. I do editing for everyone. You already know where to find me. Probably everyone knows where to find me at this point. Yeah, the Instagram's in the thing there, cmo.editing. Feel free to give me a follow and hit me up if you need any editing work, man. I am here for everyone. So if you ever need anything, feel free to let me know. Cheers.
Big up, Connor. Thank you again. Thank you again. And here's the thing. Here's another comment. Question for Connor. How did you get so badass good at making intros?
Well, a bit of a life story now. I was like, no. You know what? It's kind of mad. I started doing. I've got a USB sticker somewhere full of videos of when I was about 12 doing YouTube videos with all my mates. That was the thing when we were in high school. That's like element. I don't know, not element. I don't know what it is for you guys over there. It's like senior. I don't know what it is, but yeah, the big thing for when we were my age back in school in about 2015, we were all about 11, 12. We all had YouTube channels. We did like Minecraft, FIFA, all that kind of stuff, and I just taught myself editing videos, and yeah, they were crap, but it actually led me to doing it as a profession now. Like video editing is my full-time job. I work for a company doing their YouTube channels and all that kind of stuff, and it's something I taught myself really. And I look at like stuff I've made before, and I just feel like each time I'm just leveling up and getting better. So yeah, I'm just looking for the future now. It's 1 year coming up to my first job. It's hitting 1 year in June. So my aim actually, guys, is to go to America and see what I can do there. That's my aim, my future. Because I've never been to New York, and I want to go to New York badly.
New York City is incredible.
Yeah, I'd love to go there. Play a bit of Empire State of Mind in my AirPods while I'm there. Feel it. The Jay-Z version, by the way. I prefer the Jay-Z version.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for that. That's how do I get good at learning, I guess. Yeah, thanks for that, Carlo. Appreciate that, bro.
All right. Yeah, Carl. Carl asked another question. No, who said no? Drew asked, "Aren't you guys anti Bud Light?" I'm not anti anything that gets me drunk, to be honest. So yeah.
I'm not anti Bud Light because some guy decides to dress up as a girl and wants to drink a beer.
Yeah, I don't get into any of that. Not in the slightest. I am pro anything that I can drink and taste good. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it, guys. We're gonna wrap it up. So yeah, TJ Warren TV. I am an American Idiot. I'm one of two big ones. Obviously, Dal is the Rat Army, but he is also my co-host and my co-American Idiot. Keep a lookout for the.
We've got to make it very clear, because especially Jez. I've got to mention Jez. You're not called the American Idiots because you're saying yourself as idiots. It's Green Day. It's the Green Day.
It's Green Day. It's a Green Day thing.
I think we've got to make that more clear to people, because I think people probably think you're actually.
Well, if people want to think I'm an idiot after watching me like talk football and talk what I think is sense, and that's fine. That's your opinion. But I call myself the American Idiot because absolutely. I love Green Day. I have a tattoo. I've played guitar in the Green Day American Idiot musical. I have posters.
Oh, wow.
I sang on stage with Billy Joe Armstrong when I was 20 years old. Like, I am a very, very large Green Day fan. Big Green Day fan. And the American Idiots, it's perfect for all of the English supporters that I have out there.
Oh, 2-0. I was offside again.
Oh, it's offside again.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. You're an idiot because you don't agree with my opinions. Yep. I know, Jaminho. I know.
Jaminho hates Thierry Henry just because he thinks he had a handball in an Ireland game.
Yeah. Do you have a Dookie tattoo? No, I don't have a Dookie tattoo. I don't know where I would put it, Tony. That's the problem. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna wrap this up, guys. Thank you so much. Smash the likes, share the stream around. I will be doing. I think my only show this week is probably going to be the American Idiot show because I have stuff I have to do on the weekend. So I will not be around for the Brighton game. But go to Del Boy's channel. Go to any of the other streams in our community and go support them. I think Fran might do a pod. So honestly, just go around and support everybody in these communities because we have great creators out here. So yeah, with that, we are out one more time. 2-0 to the Gunners. Go ahead. Sorry.
TJ, what was the score again of the game?
Arsenal 2.
Yeah.
Newcastle 0. Come on, you Gunners. Let's go, baby.